Hey y'all, and welcome back to the homestead. So we are back outside this week because we're working on another project. I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to turn out really great. And I know y'all just saw that we moved the chicken coop, and you're probably wondering, Kirsty, why did y'all do that? Well y'all, it's because we are extending the garden. And you might be thinking, Kirsty, that is crazy. It is the middle of the summer. What are you doing? Now, hear me out. The garden that we have right now, that is the food that we're going to focus on this year. But we are just thinking in the future, what do we want to do? And we definitely want a bigger garden. We want more food. We want to be able to sustain ourselves if we have to. And with the size garden we have right now, it would not really produce a full year's full of food. So we're extending the garden more than double. I'm excited, so let's get this fence going. So Tyler has already been out here this morning. He has dug 2 holes already, and that was for the wooden posts. Since we're extending the fence all the way back here, we needed some of those. So why don't you go ahead and tell them, like, how are we gonna put the fence, like, in front of the coop?
It's just, the fence is gonna come through here.
Yeah.
And it'll go around.
Around the back of it?
And then it'll come up here, and we'll probably just stop it right here. Somewhere in here.
Yeah.
And just tack it.
Okay.
And then we'll have to cut the fence out so that we leave the fence down here on the bottom.
Yeah.
But it's not up here. So we'll cut a big square out and tack it, you know, along the bottom there, under the door and all.
So that way the chickens can't like get under the coop and escape the fence.
And then we'll tack it really good right here because it'll have to span all the way down to where that other hole is down there.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so Tyler, I remember you did a lot of the numbers when it came to like how big the garden was and how much it's going to be. How big is our garden currently?
I don't remember. 1,600 square feet.
So like the size of our house, about 1,600 square feet. And then we just calculated in the new garden, once we get it established, it's going to be...
The new and old together?
Yeah. Like what will it be like next...
4,500 square, roughly?
So like next year when we're gardening, we're going to be gardening about 4,500 square feet. That is amazing.
In here, we're talking about doing more up there.
Oh, that's right. We haven't even told them about that.
Oh, sorry.
You need me to get the other end? You got it. You're strong. Arkansas Strongest Man 2014. 2013. Like a glove. Beautiful.
Yep.
In order to put the fence around the post, we need some staples, and we didn't buy any staples because we're assuming we probably have some in the barn. So we're gonna go over here, check it out, see if we can find some. Let there be light. Well, you know, never.
Okay, so we have
I see some.
These are hooks for the fence. You know,
oh, for the, like the around the T-post?
Yeah, we could use those.
Okay. Well, I can hold on to that.
There's some more. You want to dump them in there?
Sure.
Or just that. Here's some.
Oh, yeah.
That
should be plenty.
That may be enough there. These are camper clamps. Okay.
I think that should be enough for today.
Yeah.
You ready?
It's good. I might need to get a little hammer.
Yeah, we're gonna need a hammer.
All right.
In order to make sure we get our fence straight, you know, we have to put our T-post in first. So we're going to take this string and we're going to tie it. We actually put a little T-post here because we don't want to tie it to this yet, since that concrete is just got poured. But we're going to tie the string to here, and we're going to go all the way down here to this post that's already here. And then we'll follow this string with our T-post, so that way we make sure it's straight. While we get these T-posts in the ground, I wanted to let y'all know that today's video is a collab with Tony over at Chaotic Country. Tony's channel is so cool. It's so cool. She does a lot of cooking, grocery hauls, days in the life, and her family live on a homestead in Kentucky with a garden and lots of animals. I will have her video in my description box down below, so make sure you go over, watch her channel, let her know I sent you, and subscribe. If you are coming over from Tony's channel, hello and welcome. My name is Kirsti. My husband Tyler and I live on a 4.5-acre homestead in central Arkansas. Here on my channel, I share a lot of recipes and just our life here on our homestead. We are currently only having chickens and ducks and, of course, our dog and our cat. But we're working on lots and lots of projects to help grow our homestead. So make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the fun stuff. And I would love it for you to become part of this community. We got one side completely done. We got the T-post in, the fence up. We did have to piece, I think it was 3 pieces of fencing together to get this one row. But now we still have this bundle here that should do most of the rest. We're pretty sure it should do the rest of the fence.
It's 100 feet.
Yeah, it's 100 feet.
65 there and 40 there. So.
Yeah, so we should be good. But as you can see, like, you can start seeing just like how much bigger this garden is going to be just from like where it is and to where this post is. So it's going to be really cool, really big, but it's super hot right now. It's like mid-morning, midday. It's like 100 degrees. So we're going to call this for right now. If it cools off a little bit this afternoon, we may come back. While we take a break, I wanted a little pick-me-up, so I thought now was the perfect time to tell y'all about today's sponsor, Javy Coffee. Javy Coffee is a coffee concentrate that you just add to your water. You can make it an iced coffee, which is what I plan on making today, or a hot coffee. All you need is 1 teaspoon of concentrate, or maybe a little bit more if you like your coffee really strong. I love that Javy Coffee also offers a caffeine-free version for those of us that like coffee and the taste of coffee, but we just can't handle the caffeine. So make sure to use the link in my description box below so you can get 20% off of your order. And thank you again to Javy Coffee for sponsoring today's video. So it has been a few hours that we spent inside. We tried to spend like the hottest part of the day inside just because, man, this morning it was rough. But we're headed back out there now and we're gonna try and get as much done as we possibly can. I can't guarantee that this will be done today, but like I said, we're gonna do as much as we can. So we were able to get this fence put up. So we got 2 out of the 3 sides put up. Now for this last side that we didn't get to today, y'all, it's just really, really hot and we're having a hard time. It's really humid. So if you live in the South, you know what we're dealing with. But for this last side, we still need to get 1 more wooden post because we're actually gonna put a gate on this side. So that way when we're, if we have to like pull a trailer in and do anything like that, we'll have a big opening for a trailer to fit through. But before I let y'all go, I wanted to let you know that this is not the end of today's video. I am gonna go ahead and call it an evening for today, but tomorrow I am gonna be in the kitchen. Y'all, we're back in the kitchen and I am so excited to get started on this recipe. We have an abundance of yellow squash. And so I was actually looking on Pinterest and I found a recipe for a lemon yellow squash bundt cake. And it looks delicious. Now, my mother-in-law, every January for my father-in-law's birthday, she makes a lemon bundt cake. And it's amazing. Every single year. It is amazing. So, so good. I look forward to it every January. It's so good. So I'm really hoping that this recipe will be at least nearly as good as hers, but plus it's gonna have added nutrition from the yellow squash. So I'm gonna turn you around and we're gonna get this in the oven. The first thing I wanna do for this recipe is I wanna go ahead and grate up my yellow squash. You can use just a regular cheese grater. I'm actually gonna use this nice one that I got for Christmas. And we only need 2.5 cups. So I think, I mean, 2 of these may be too much, but we'll see. To our mixer, we need to add in 1 cup of butter. Sorry, I was focusing. And if you're like me and you're using stick butter, it's going to be 2 sticks. And I did kind of defrost these in the microwave and they got a little bit melty, but I think they'll still be all right. Add in 2 cups of sugar. And we'll beat these together until it's nice and fluffy. Next, we need to add in some lemon zest. And then I'm also going to juice 1 whole lemon. This lemon's kind of big. All right, let's do our best here. This together. After mixing those together, we need to add in, let me get that out of there. We need to add in 3 eggs, and it says that you need to beat them in individually. So that's what we'll do. Let me set this down over here. Now I'm using our farm fresh eggs. So there's 1. Egg number 3. Now that we have that mixed together, I'm just going to kind of scoot it over here to the side. And then I have a mess here. Hang on. I dropped some lemon juice. That's gold around here. Alright. Now here in a separate mixing bowl, you want to go ahead and add in your flour, which is 3 cups. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Whisk that together so you can get the baking powder and baking soda mixed well with the flour. Bring back over our mixer. Now we're going to slowly add in our flour mixture. So I'm going to just put this on low and then I'm going to slowly pour it in. And just kind of give it a few seconds to kind of incorporate that flour. Y'all might be able to see that that batter is kind of thick, but that's okay because we're not done. Let me go ahead and scrape these out of here. Oops. And we're actually going to go ahead and take this attachment off at this point. All right, there we go. And now let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. Yes. All right, so now we're going to take our shredded yellow squash. We're going to add that in. Then we're also going to add in 1 cup of buttermilk. And we're going to fold that in together. Once your batter is complete, you want to take a Bundt pan, and I made sure it was very well greased because we don't want to do all this work and then it not come out of our Bundt pan. Even though with all this greasing, it still may not come out of the Bundt pan, but wish us luck. So then I'll just take our batter here and we're just going to pour it into the pan. So I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So we're gonna put this beautiful cake in there for about 50 to 60 minutes. You just wanna make sure that when you stick a fork or like a knife in the middle of it, it comes out clean. Well, real life, y'all. I think my problem, I think I had greased the pan plenty, but I think I did not let it cool long enough in the pan, and so some of it stuck to the top. Y'all, this is real good. Like really, really good. If you have kids that are afraid that, oh, if you put squash in it, it's not going to taste good, you cannot taste the squash at all. It literally tastes just like a lemon cake. Now, is it as good as my mother-in-law's? I'm not going to answer that question. But this is really, really good. I think y'all will love it. If you have a ton of summer squash in your garden, make this recipe and you will not be disappointed. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me this week. We got that garden expansion almost done. Hopefully by next week I will be showing you the finished project. That recipe was delicious. Please let me know down in the comments if you give it a try. Don't forget to go check out Tony's channel. I will have it linked down in my description box below, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.